Hey guys, welcome back to the daily run of September... I forgot the date. Oh, September 11th. Great, that's a date one should never forget. I am SeiferKatt, and today we are playing Dungeons of Dredmor. As usual, I'm continuing my trend with not knowing what day it is, to the point of not even realizing it's September 11th. Which actually doesn't mean as much to me as perhaps it means to Americans, but it's the day the world went mad, I suppose one could say. But speaking of the world going mad, I'm playing Dungeons of Dredmor. And I gained the level by smashing a statue. Oof. Anyway, I'm going to get Prince of the Crossbow, which will actually get me an achievement. Honorary Bolt Council Member. Apparently I've never done this before. Not really a surprise. As I said, I never really played a bowman before, so this is indeed new, and I guess getting that achievement kind of proves it. So... this zombie is just not having any of my shit today, it seems. Some zinc, that's mostly useless. And a hat that I believe resists cold damage. You can tell it's a hat that reduces cold damage because it's got a Canadian flag on it. And having been to Canada, it's really hot there. You'd think I was joking, but no, when I went to Canada it was really hot. Went to Toronto during the summer and it was rather warm. I mean, I've mentioned my Toronto trip before because it was kind of a big deal to me. So in the break I of course sold some things and to try and clear up some inventory space, and we've already almost filled it all. So I sold a couple of traps because I figured I wasn't going to use them. But ultimately... oh, I didn't even see that diggle. Bloody diggles. Oh, trap. The traps I did keep with the IEDs because explosives are pretty good. Okay, we're coming to the point where we could be running into a monster room any time now. Does anyone know what these runes are for? I've never figured it out. They've got to be for something, right? I mean, I know they always give me bolts, which... you know what? I do not use these bolts nearly as much as I feel I should. Probably couldn't go wrong with buying some bolts. You know, I saw that coming and yet I still did nothing. Steam Rocket Bolt. Do not use Steam Rocket Bolt as a bludgeoning device. Makes sense, really. I really haven't been using my bolts lately, just because nothing particularly scares me, which means I've got this, like, all these points in this build, which, quite frankly, I haven't used a single one of, so maybe I should be using my bolts. I think that might be a good idea, so we're going to switch to my iron bolts. They do okay, I guess. And we're getting more of our bolts back now. And look at that, 1 for 1. New record. I do always like stealing from vending machines. Stealing vodka from a vending machine, not super useful, since I don't drink. Ah, good, my inventory is full. I don't even care right now. That's a quest, so... Statue of Inconsequentia. Okay, we've got to use an item on the Mellow Shrine, which will summon... which will summon a thing, and then my inventory is full, so let's deal with that right now. Even with my lootless cube. But I mean, the fun thing is, I get to make a lot of money, and I like money. You know, I'm going to put this wooden bolt here, just because there's only one of them. More zinc. That's cool, I suppose. I like zinc. Yeah, actually I'm not... What do you make with zinc in real life? I actually don't know. Like, the only thing I know that people use it for is to put on their noses during summer. And I don't even think people do that anymore. I mean, it's something I remember people doing during the 80s, and it was always like fluoro-coloured because it was the 80s. I mean, obviously. But, I mean, do people still use zinc on their noses? Do they? Asking the tough questions today. Okay, let's get that statue. Let's go back and get this food. I'm not even going to eat all this food, I know that, but I can't leave things behind in a dungeon. Oh! It's Brax! He is selling nothing of use. Okay, Brax, goodbye. True, I could try and make that money back now, but... Toxic Blobby just killed itself. I am totally okay with that. Get my arrows back. Oh man, I'm expecting like a monster room monster zoo, I think they're called. Okay, that one didn't drop my arrow back. This guy's being a bit of a pain. Yes, this guy's not leaving me alone. What a jerk face. Alright. We just go back and pick up all my arrows. And the Baron Samdi is just being a dick. That's alright. I love his animation though. That's like a really fun idle animation. He's just like having the best time. Anyway, he's down. And we've got Argonite. Or whatever it's called. Silver. Man, why is everything so loud? Anyway, the Baron's hat, that'll give me magic, which in this build, not useful. Okay, yep, door, great. Now, we can see a gargoyle head, which means there's going to be a thing right there. Look at me, I'm learning! I'm really scared about the monster room. Oh, every time we just pause this just for a moment, I think this is it. This is where I die. I might do another Dungeons Dredmor run after I end this one. I don't know, I'm actually really enjoying playing Dungeons Dredmor, and you guys seem to be enjoying it as well. Which, I've always said I don't make this series for you guys, which, you know, maybe a rude thing to say, I don't know. But it's always been like, I have to enjoy the series I make more, because I'm bloody making it. But it is nice to get, like, positive feedback. People going, yeah, I like this. It's an astronaut, dead guy in a suit. Cool. He wasn't too tough. I mean, there was no silence in the library, you know. That's a good episode of Doctor Who. I should catch up on Doctor Who one day. I'm still behind on it, so I need to catch up on the latest season. That's the thing with TV, I always end up behind. I was gonna say you, but I imagine you guys probably keep a better eye on TV. I'm really bad at watching TV, I've got too many video games to play. I thought my inventory was full again, but it's not. Okay. No, not this room either. Oh, these rooms, okay. Is that an explosive? I think it is. I didn't kill that Diggle. A Diggle just died and I know I didn't do it. Which is disappointing, because killing Diggles is my life. There we go! No, I don't know this music. Okay. What I do need to do is probably start with killing them. Well, the good news is they shouldn't really be able to hurt me too much. Like, I don't think they can really get to me right now. I'm gonna have to check this place for not traps. You know what's a way I could deal with this right now? No, it's a terrible idea. I was thinking I could fire a explosive bolt right in the middle of that shit. It's actually a small room when I think about it. As these monster dungeons go, or monster zoos go, it's pretty reasonable. There is only 9 monsters left, so this has actually been a really small one. Which I appreciate. My regards to Dredmor on how polite he is for not having a large monster zoo. But these things can be up to 70 monsters big, so if you haven't watched me play this game before, you'll know. If you have seen me play this game before, you'll know why I hate monster zoos so much. And if you haven't, well, welcome by the way. It's always nice to see a friendly new face. Or internet denizen. Apparently there are 4 monsters left. Which is a concern since there aren't. Unless that Diggle counted as being in the room. Okay, that Diggle somehow counted as being in the room, despite the fact he was clearly not in the room. Okay, we may have some roaming monsters. That's alright. We'll find it. It can't be far. Ow. Oh, we're just going to poke them with my spear. A peasantly pitchfork. Huh. So peasantly. But we do have the minor problem that somehow there is a monster that we didn't kill. Couldn't be behind the door, could it? I don't think it's actually possible. Okay, we've lost a monster. That's a shame. Hopefully we find it again. Oh, there we go. We cleared it. I love that picture of the Miss Eyebrows. She just looks like she's kind of had enough. Or maybe she hasn't. Maybe that's the problem. My reward is some pants. Which I can't carry right now because my inventory is full. Because, of course, it bloody is. Oh, yeah, I saw that one slightly too late. You know, 45 cents better than nothing. Of course it is. Okay, we're going to put this over by the side where I can't ever see it again. And we're going to drop off the sale items again. So that was a monster room. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So that's pleasantly surprising. I thought that room was going to be a lot worse, to be honest. But it wasn't. It was actually pretty nice. And I appreciate that. I really do. Like, If I could write a letter to Mr. Dredmor himself and say, "Dear Mr. Dredmor, thank you for not fucking me up with that room." And he would not write back because Dredmor can't write. Or read, actually. For a lich, he's actually completely incompetent. Which is kind of funny. But we try not to laugh at him because he is a lich. And liches get a little bit upset when you laugh at them. Probably understandable, really, if you think about it. So, now I've just insulted liches and hope that liches aren't actually real and watching this video. This is a legitimate fear that I have sometimes. Don't ask why. I don't know. I think we're good to continue adventuring. Yeah. So I've got some softballs, but those I typically just put into the old machine to make loot flisk. Acid bottle bombs, those were really helpful in the last monster room. Really, monster rooms, the way you deal with them is lots of AoEs. If you get a lot of AoEs, you'll tend to do pretty well. Anyway, we're getting to level. I don't really know what we want. Something that gives me a little bit of maneuverability might be good. Actually, this one's usually pretty good. Dodging. I want to steal things, but it's not really helpful. Highly aware, you can see traps and other things that would do you harm. Also loot. I mean, I'd like it, but I'm probably still going to walk into them, and I'll feel more ridiculous if I walk into them. Rocket jump. Yeah, let's rocket jump. I like how the reason I don't take the ability to see further is I'm worried that I will be able to see further and still make the same mistakes. It's like I've just resigned myself to the fact that I will keep making a mistake. It's not a... Did I get my arrows? I'm sure I did. But yeah, that's just the very essence of giving up. Oh, I'll just make a mistake anyway. Why bother trying? Now I've got my rocket jump, so I can just go. Oh, that hurts me, does it? Maybe I don't want to be doing that too much. What I do want to do is put an IED down. Yeah, okay. Probably don't want to be rocket jumping everywhere. No surprise, rocket jumping hurts. Does this reduce fire damage? No, it doesn't. It does reduce magic resistance though, which is nice. I mean, that skill will probably be useful if/when I encounter Dredmor. If is probably more appropriate to say because I've only ever encountered it once, and that was before they added 4 new levels to the dungeon. And hey, I'd like to say on the time that I encountered Dredmor, I did defeat him on my first try. That also being said, I've only won this game once, so you know, it's maybe not that big an accomplishment. Okay, another store. Bony Axe is not bad. Bony Axe. Is it one-handed? Probably. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that does 9. And I've got the money for it. I've got the money for it. Brax, you have yourself a deal. You know what I might do? Against my better judgment, I might go back to level 1, which is close, and I might upgrade this weapon. Oh, it's Death himself. I mean, there's many deaths, and that was just one of them, but that's alright. Let's go upgrade this axe. Wait, what? Huh. the levels don't match up entirely. I thought they would match up 1 to 1, but they're not. If you go down the topmost part, you might come down the bottommost part. That makes no sense, but cool. Okay. Place my weapon on the anvil of Krong. Here we go. He is pleased. It does lightning damage now and has higher, gives me magic power. I'll be honest, that last bit not too exciting. But oh, he is more pleased. It increases my that stat. Oh, that's a type of damage. And it gives me a resistance to... No wait, circle is resistance. It does lightning damage and it gives me resistance to ice and brown. Putrefying. Okay. I'm happy to take a couple of resistances. And that's beneficial, right? Yeah. Did I actually want these pants? They increase my caddishness. No, not very good. Yeah, no, probably not. Tesla's bolt could be useful. A tome. Oh, look at that, our inventory is full again. You know what that means, guys. Oh yeah, into the pocket dimension. Where'd that softball go? That's in here. Okay, it's pocket dimension time. Sometimes when I get to these points, it just reminds me of like that bit in The Simpsons with like the vet trying to save the hamster's life, and he's just like, "Oh, this is the part of the job I hate," and he just throws the hamster into the bin. It's horrible, but it makes me laugh just thinking about it. I say it makes me laugh, but I'm just sitting here talking very matter-of-factly. So can you really trust a man who just said that? The answer is no. You can't trust a man who just said that. Actually, plastic bolts are useful. Because now I can make plastic bolts. I mean, they're not particularly good bolts, if I remember rightly, but it's not the point. Because now I have... Yeah, they're rather poor bolts, actually. They do bludgeoning damage? I think that's bludgeoning damage. Okay. They do bludgeoning damage. But really, it's the crossbow I need to improve. Maybe that should be my next... I was going to say purchase, but it's not like I really choose what's available. I'm irradiated with plaid power. It's more hilarious than useful. That death is dead, but it doesn't realize it yet. Oh wow, that's really trippy. What happens if death dies but doesn't know it? Who kills death? Are you serious? We just cleared our inventory. Okay. We might need to get rid of some of these bolts as well. I think that's part of our problem. And we've got a bunch of alcohols. Maybe we should just stop picking up alcohols. Or just stop picking up things in general. That might be a good idea too. But at the same time, I like having things. Kinda wish I didn't just put the IED down on the ground. Kinda just wanted to not put it directly on the ground. You know what, we're going to put this bolt of mass destruction over here. Because I doubt we're going to use it for no reason. I'm just going to put a few bolts on the ground. And I've got a bunch of eggs, which you can make omelets out of, and I'll do that in my own time. Okay. Inventory management complete. An ingot grinder. I don't particularly care. Here we go. Loothless God. Come on, Loothless God. Give me what you got. He didn't give me anything. The Loothless God hungers, and as much as we despise him, we respect him. But we also fear him greatly, for he gives Lootflisk. No, he takes Lootflisk. He gives and takes. Such is the way of the Lootless God. Actually, I'm not, does the Lootless God even have a name? Asking the big questions today. Yeah, you can stop that anytime you like, buddy. When I just said you can stop that anytime you like, I remember when I was a child and I was being annoying. My father said that, you know, you can stop that anytime you like. Now, I know what it means now, that means stop it, but you gotta remember when talking to children, they are a lot more literal when they don't know what a sentence means. I mean, I like to be literal anyway sometimes because it amuses me, but never give a child a chance to be literal because they will be literal. And they like being annoying. Actually, I don't know if children like being annoying or if it's just in their genes. But, look, my point is children are annoying. Not a fan. Oh, there's the Mellow Shrine. That's something we were looking for. I missed with a Rocket Punch. If you ever wonder why I'm bad at Overwatch, watch how I click on something in a turn-based game. Because I will miss something in a turn-based game. And then you will go, ah, that is why Seif is bad at Overwatch. I'm actually not terrible at Overwatch. I'm okay. I mean, I reached gold last season. I don't know if that's going to happen again this season, but... So, you know, I do okay. That was not the button I wanted to press, but I was glad that I did. I just play a lot of Mei these days, if I can. I'm kind of wanting to rocket jump away. Oh, I can only rocket jump in cardinal directions, I knew that. Because cardinals are a lot like bishops, they can only move in one direction. Anyway, that was a bit of a religious joke there for those who appreciate such things. I know I personally do. Okay, and then they surrounded us and we just go. That was actually pretty effective. Look at their blank stares. Those diggles have seen some shit. And by that I mean a rocket jumping adventurer. Health regeneration would probably be good. Burnt out one. Sorry, I was reading about how health regeneration works. It didn't particularly help explain anything, but it was good to read nonetheless. Oh, a bookshelf. It's teaching me how to make out of Tinker Parts Imperial Clockwork Helm. I think I have a Tinker kit, don't I? I do, that's how I make my things. Oh, so I make... Okay, hang on. Secret recipes. Yeah, I need 6 crafting to make that. That's probably not happening. Actually, I don't think it's happening. Let's check my skills real quick. Yeah, no, I don't think it's actually possible. I think I only get 3 or so. Just going down these stairs, seeing what's down here. He's one of those unfriendly AIs. Oh, and poorly cloned heroines and heroes. Its eyebrows are too small. Oh, anyway, that is my alarm going off. We have been playing for 30 minutes, so thank you for joining me on the daily run, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.